Bizzibox's Daily Nutrition with Patrick Holford. What are free radicals?
Whenever you burn anything, you make a kind of toxin or exhaust fume, which is called a free radical. It's also called an oxidant. Technically, it's a free oxidizing radical. And this is very much like a spark from a fire. And what happens is that spark, that free radical, can actually damage your cells. And it sets off a chain reaction whereby molecules that make up our cells get damaged. And you have to put out a free radical in the same way that you would put out a fire. And our body's firefighters are called antioxidants, which are very, very high, for example, in fruits and vegetables.
What is RDA and will I be healthy if I follow it?
The RDA, which is what you read on the cornflakes packet, which I call the ridiculous dietary arbitraries, it's actually the recommended daily amount, is the amount that you need to prevent scurvy, beriberi, marasmus, kwashiorkor, and rickets. So it's good to achieve it, but it is not the optimum level. So if you want to be in average poor health, then eat a diet that provides only the RDAs.
What are essential fatty acids?
There are two kinds of fats we have to have. They are called essential fats. And one family is called omega-6 fats. And they come from the oils of seeds that grow in a hot climate. So, for example, a sesame seed or sunflower seed, this is omega-6. Now, the other family is called omega-3 fats, and they come from a cold climate. So, for example, flax seeds or walnuts would contain more omega-3. But the most powerful omega-3 come from cold water fish, and specifically fish that eat fish. So what happens is the cold water plankton contains the basic omega-3. Little fish eat it. They start to accumulate it. Fish with teeth, like mackerel, salmon, they eat the little fish. So they're absolutely packed full of omega-3s.
What are the benefits of omega-3 and omega-6?
We need both omega-3 and 6. In our culture, in our diet, we tend to get more omega-6 than omega-3. So omega-3 is what we're lacking the most. They are very, very important for your heart function. They're important for the brain. So, for example, they improve attention deficit in children. They're very potent antidepressants and very potent anti-inflammatories, which means they're painkillers. So omega-3s are brilliant all round, and there's no question that we just don't get enough.
What are antioxidants?
Basically, we run on sugar, glucose, carbohydrate from plants. And the process of burning carbohydrate for energy inside our cells creates exhaust fumes. And those exhaust fumes we call oxidants or free radicals. Anything you burn, be it a cigarette or breathing in burnt petrol exhaust fumes, creates these oxidants or free radicals. And ultimately, they are what damage you, damage your cells, and make you age. Antioxidants are the antidote. And these are generally found in fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds. Nutrients like vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, selenium, zinc, all of these are really anti-aging antioxidants.
What foods contain antioxidants?
The best foods for antioxidants are always fresh foods. So good food goes off, and the trick is to eat it before it does. Because we need a range of antioxidants, that range of effect is illustrated by color. So you want to have something blue-purple, and this would be berries, red grapes, for example. You want to have something red, like tomatoes or watermelon, orange, like carrots, sweet potato, butternut, squash, yellow, the very strong yellow colors like turmeric or mustard, and also dark green, so kale and broccoli and foods like that. And eating a rainbow diet gives you the most potent antioxidant spread.
What are superfoods?
The term superfood really relates to a food that ticks a lot of boxes. So, for example, you could take something like ginger. It's a very powerful anti-inflammatory, helps to reduce symptoms in hay fever, arthritis, and so on. So, we can think of things like salmon, rich in omega-3, as a superfood, ginger as a superfood, garlic as a superfood, all the blue berries, such as blueberries, are superfoods because they're just so high in antioxidants. So it's really that sort of class A foods, is superfoods.
What constitutes a well-balanced diet?
The first thing is that most people think they are eating a well-balanced diet, and when you actually explain what that means, then they realize that they aren't. So a well-balanced diet probably means 6 or 7 servings of fruit and veg a day. That could be fruit with your breakfast, 2 pieces of fruit as a snack, and half of every main meal as vegetables. That's 2 servings per main meal. That's 7, so that's good. It means eating whole foods, i.e. foods you could pull out of the tree or out of the ground, and particularly in relation to the British diet, more nuts, seeds, beans, pulses. Any food you plant in the ground and grows is not only very rich in protein, but it's going to be very, very rich in nutrients. Probably more fish because of the omega-3s than meat. But there's nothing wrong with meat as long as it's fit meat. And fit meat is meat that's hard to catch. A wild animal has 5% of its body weight as fat. Most modern animals, it's more like 30%. So whole grains, fresh fruit and vegetables, some fish, egg, maybe a little dairy products, but not a lot, meat, and some source of essential fats from nuts, seeds, and the oils. That's a well-balanced diet.
www.bizzibox.com